All right, so this short little practice is a Kriya for healing childhood trauma. And so the idea is that, right, there's big trauma or big T trauma and little t trauma. But the idea is that all of us have experienced some sort of trauma, right? And this is just the space between what we needed um, and what we received, right? And there don't have to be any good guys or bad guys here necessarily. It's just that at some point your needs were not met, and that equals a trauma experience. When we are children, our our brains are at this point, right, where we are reliant on our caregivers, and the safest option is not to believe that there's something wrong with our caregivers, that they're unable to provide for us, right? That would be terrifying. We're unable to go to that place. And so what we do then is we make those experiences mean something about us. And so then what happens is we develop stories connected to our trauma experiences that then start to direct our lives a little bit. And you can consciously dig into these things, right? And start to understand the way that you are and why you're the way that you are. Um, but that can be emotionally exhausting. It can be really difficult, right? Not to say that it's not amazing and powerful and beautiful work, but some of these energetic practices will allow you to go into that trauma space without consciously digging back into stories, right? So, this is a beautiful practice to add either to some of that conscious work that you're doing, or just to do this practice and allow your body to move that energy in your subconscious without ever having to do, right, any of that conscious digging. All right, so this is what you're going to do. Now you can build this up to 11 minutes. All that we're going to record today, all that we're going to practice today is 3 minutes, right? So that's kind of the bare minimum for this. And I would say maybe after you do this little practice video with me and you know it and you learn it, take it to 5 minutes, right? Um, After 5 minutes, you can kind of build on this, right? Because it is something that's going to become more powerful the more that you do it, and then the longer that you do it. But it's important to know, like we don't want to jump right to 11 minutes and you're overwhelmed by it and you're like, I'm never doing that again because that was 11 minutes and it was really hard, right? So that's the reason that we build, right? Consistency is going to be much more important than, jumping into some hour-long practice that you do once and never again, right? Okay, so want to say that. Okay, this is pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what the sounds are that you're saying. Um, and sort of the why here for the sounds. All right, so sa, ta, na, ma. Sa means infinity. Ta means life. Na means death. Ma means rebirth. All right. So it's this cyclical idea and sort of tapping into the infinite nature of you, um, allowing the cycles, right? Of like, yes, death, but always rebirth, right? There is no ending, there is no beginning, right? So it's this beautiful infinity of the divine, of you as the divine, right? So that's what the sounds are. Sa, ta, na, ma. Um, what that's doing when you're making those sounds with your mouth, you are activating different parts of your brain. And I cannot explain this because I am not like a neuroscientist, but what's happening there is those particular sounds, activating those particular parts of your brain, are allowing old memories to loosen, right? And to begin to kind of like process through, because now you're at a point where you're in a calm state and you're allowing it to process, right? At the time the trauma occurred, that was not the story, right? You were in survival mode. Okay, so that's the sound. Sa ta na ma. Now, your right hand, I have a hard time with my left and my right sometimes. Okay. Left hand's going to be on my heart. Right pointer finger, okay, is going to be touching sa, bottom lip, ta, nose. First, you're gonna go to your right side, okay? Side of your eye. This is na, ma, okay? Sa, ta, na, ma. On the second round, sa, ta, left side, na, ma, okay? That's the only change, okay? So bottom lip, sa, nose, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. You'll get it. And also, I did this yesterday for 11 minutes, and there were a few rounds where I like, touched the wrong part of my lip, or I was like, wait, where am I going now? So every once in a while, you'll be like, whoa. But I don't know, like you get into this kind of trancy rhythmic, right? And also just the touching part, it's kind of like your brain's occupied with that. And it kind of allows you to go into the space where your brain's not going, meh, 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 like it does. Okay. Oh, and these points, this is cool too. These are acupressure points, and you might feel, right, as you're touching them, some of that energetic movement. You might not, right? And just always going into these experiences with, let's see what happens, right? It might be the most amazing, powerful Kriya in the world for you. And, you might be like, okay, I mean, okay. I'll also say that a lot of these things build, right? So the first time that you do it, it's kind of dipping your toe in the water. And then how different is it when you go full force and dive all the way in? So I will encourage you to stay open and to come back to it. Don't give up on it after one try if you were like, I don't know. Because they're pretty simple, right? Okay, so um yeah, I think that's all the pre-coaching. Your eyes are going to close down once you've got it and you're ready. And remember, it's just third eye gaze, and all that means is eyes close down, and then they kind of roll up and towards that center space right between my eyebrows. Okay, so that's where my eye gaze is, and that's just going to allow your mind to have a resting point, right? It's going to allow you to still your mind a little bit. And then you're just sitting up nice and tall. All right. Satanama. Okay, so I'm going to start our timer for 3 minutes. I'm going to do it with you. And I can pace us. So I can say the words as we're going. And yeah, once you get it, and close your eyes down. All right, so let's just start with a couple of deep breaths. Just put your right hand on your knee and your left hand on your heart. All right, sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and close those eyes down and find that third eye gaze. You're going to inhale through your nose fully and deeply, completely filling those lungs. Get to the top of that breath, hold for just a moment, and then exhaling slowly through the nose. Good. And we'll do that one more time, inhaling through the nose. And exhaling fully. Beautiful job. All right, so go ahead and get your right pointer finger out. Left hand stays on the heart. All right, and we're going to start at the bottom lip. Remember, you're touching the right side of the face first, and then on the second round, go to the left. All right, and okay, here we go. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Sa, ta, na. Keep going, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Stay focused. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Sa, ta, almost there, na, ma. Sa, ta, 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 na, ma. Take a deep inhale. Bring that right hand on top of your left. Hold that inhale. Pull your gaze to the third eye. Exhale slowly through the nose. Inhale again. Third eye gaze. Pull up lightly at your root. So just pulling up at the pelvic floor lightly. Exhale again. Now just long, slow, deep breathing. Sending that breath into your heart space. Imagining that you're sending that love from your hands to the heart of that little you. That little you who knew that she was perfect before any stories were written in her mind about how she wasn't worthy, or she wasn't enough, or she was too much. She wasn't safe, that her needs could not be met. Send that loving breath into that heart space. Let her know right now how safe she is, how loved she is. Unconditionally, unconditionally you love. You love her and you are proud of her. Feel that expansion at your heart and that unconquerable nature. The pure perfection of you underneath all of those stories. Because they're just stories. Inhale again through your nose. Hold it at the top. Exhale through the nose. Hold it out at the bottom. And smile. Beautiful job. All right. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you do it and how it goes for you. Um, Healing childhood trauma. So share this with anyone because we all have it. All right. I'm proud of you.